Good morning. Welcome to the Retired Roster DIY. This is an episode of Coffee with Coach. I want to talk about 5 things that you need in order to make your retirement successful. And let's go. Number one, you need to establish your own routine. You've spent your whole career, I know I did, with meetings, schedules, uh, game plans, the whole bit. And then all of a sudden, all of that's gone. You need to uh, start off and create that new routine, that new uh, daily function that you do every single day, just like when you did when you were in the workforce, and whether it's at school or is at the manufacturer plant or one of the other positions that you might have had throughout your career. You have got to have that systematic routine, because if you don't, all of a sudden that's gone. Everything is now different. You don't have to get up in the morning. You don't have to go to bed at a certain time because you have to get up early in the morning. You don't have to do those things anymore. And if you don't have those routines and that uh, established build of what your day is going to be, that structure, it's going to keep you off balance until you get that. Uh, and it vanishes overnight. It's gone. It's liberating at first, right? You don't have to answer to anyone. You don't have to get up at a certain time. You don't have to do those things that you've done for 30, 40, 50 years. You don't have to do those things anymore. So you're going to have to establish that structure back in your life. Number two, move your body. Get up, do your exercises, do your stretch. As I get older, I'm finding that I need to stretch more. My body gets tight. If I don't stretch and I get out and I do yard work, I'm a lot worse off. I might hurt my back because I'm picking stuff up. You gotta keep your body moving. A great way to do it is stretching. You when you as a kid or as an adult, you did those things anyway. So if you had a desk job, I mean, in your smartphone, it tells you to get up and move if you've been sitting too long, right? So if you've been sitting too long, or even when you were at work, the alarm clock could go off. It tell you get up and move. Well, there's a reason why your body needs to move. It's like uh, the car or the tractor. If you let it sit for long enough and you try to get it moving again, it takes a while. It takes a while for it to get warmed up. So get that part of those habits of moving your body, moving uh, the joints, get them going, and you'll be better off for it. Three, actively seek out the social connections. Maybe it's going down to the coffee shop with your buddies and y'all just talking politics, you're talking sports. Those things are essential to our mental health, is that you've got to have that social structure, those connections, those touch points with your buddies, uh, with your church group. It's essential for our mental health. Uh, make it a weekly thing. Uh, I don't know, coffee with the guys, a lunch date with your buddies from work, maybe. I'm going to start trying to establish back with some of that stuff with FCA that I'm going to probably do. But uh, establish those habits of reaching out to your social structures or your social group. Don't give up that part of it, and don't allow, because if you're thinking about going and having that same structure that you did when you're at work, hey, go for it. But don't expect the people at work to keep up with you. You be the one that reaches out and say, with that group that you had lunch with, you do that. You go up there. I don't know, buy them a bucket of chickens and some mashed potatoes and gravy, and take it up there and say, hey, we're having lunch today. And try to set up those certain routines. Yeah. Call your call your friends and let's set up some times where we can get together. If you don't do it, it's not going to get done. Four. Side note, real quick, we changed venues. I've got a lot of destination areas in this yard, so it was so hot. It's already hot in North Texas, and it's 8:30 in the morning. Become that lifelong learner. Me, I constantly read. I'm always reading something. I've always got a book that I'm into, other than maybe my Bible or whatever. But whether it's just a science fiction book or it's something on history, I always try to be reading, learning something new. Uh, be that lifelong learner where you're exercising your mind along with the movement of your body. Uh, when you were working and you had that routine, getting up, excuse me, and going to work all the time, maybe you didn't have time. Retirement is the perfect time now for you to do those things that you just were putting off. Read that book, go out and read Homer, and then go, and then, you probably did it in high school, but go read it again, and then go watch the movie. Have some popcorn, have a soda, Coca Cola, not a sponsor, but go out and read those things again. That's some of the things I do. I'm constantly wanting to learn how to do different things, uh, whether it's changing out a toilet, which I've done before, but it's been a while. I had to redo that in my mind, but I was learning all this over again. It helps prevent the decline of our minds. It's going to happen. Our bodies start to wear out, our minds start wearing out. So get ahead of the game. Start doing those things, excuse me, that are going to keep your mind actively engaged. Let me know what you're doing. Five, work often creates a sense of identity, of achievement. You don't have that. I don't have that anymore. You need to find something else that's going to occupy your mind and be able to let you have that sense of achievement. Uh, One of those things is having the mindset of gratitude. What are you thankful for? Um, and maybe write those things down and be thankful for the little things. It could be thankful that I'm able to uh, take my dog for a walk. Be mindful of the little things. Be mindful of it can be something as simple as the sound of uh, the waterfall, the pool. It could be um, the singing of the birds. I love that. The taste of the coffee in the morning. The uh, Be thankful for waking up in the morning and having that attitude of thankfulness, that attitude of being grateful for what we've been given. Uh, Life is crappy sometimes, and we don't always feel it. So you have to work at it, just like you had to work at your job that you were in for your adulthood. You had to work at those things. Work on being grateful for having the things that we have. I hope these things help you. They've helped me. Am I perfect at any of them? Heck no, I'm not. But maybe these things will help you on your journey as it's helped me with my journey as it's just beginning. So be looking for more DIY, changing out the toilet. It's coming. So be sure and look at the rest of the videos. Subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you next time. Keep smiling. Victory.